Good morning and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E483, a 1953D plastic tubed roll. How's everybody doing today? It looks like we got Dirty Water in the house. Well, he is at work, but hopefully he can join in here and there. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning. I'm getting this done and I'm going to try to do the 59D right after it. My dog has a appointment at a vet that's over an hour away, and I don't think I'll be home at 5 o'clock to do the show, so I'm going to try and get them in now so I don't fall behind. Shinbone, welcome. That 57D roll we had yesterday was smoking hot. Hopefully this roll is half as good as that roll is. Dan McCumber, welcome to the show. Do have a reveal show tonight. I want to pass a message on Chuck has an abscessed tooth. So he is waiting to go to the dentist, and he will not be broadcasting for sure before Friday because he can't speak. Kinnamine, good morning. So that is why you haven't seen Chuck around. We are selling reveals. It looks like we've got 10 reveals. Let me see. I can get the numbers here. Chuck has got a 41P, a 44D, a 53P, a 58D, and a 61D. And I'm going to be selling a 69D, a 55D, a 55P, a 48D, and a 58D. So lots of stuff to get involved in. Hope to see everybody there in the evening. You know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to dig that out. There's a 75D or something you're looking for too. I'm going to dig those out. My wife is going to be going to see her mother soon, and I will have a lot of extra time on my hands, hopefully, so I will put that on my to-do list. I do have your note here somewhere. But I got a lot planned. I mean, I don't plan on doing reveals while she's gone. I plan on working on my stuff and getting everything caught up in the office. But we're going to go ahead and get this emptied anyways, since we've got a good crowd here. Hopefully I can get this done fast enough to where I can do the 59D. I have to leave at 1 o'clock to start heading towards the vet. The note was for a 75P. All right. I got to fix that because it could be a P or a D on my note. But coin 1 in E483 goes to Stan. And it looks like we have an RPM, I believe. We do. There are a few of them that look a lot like this. You can see it right down here. And a little bit on the upper serif. I believe that it would normally show a little loop in the back too. So let me see if this is one we can find. Alrighty. I don't think it's that one, but yet it could be. No. No, 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 no. Not that. back here. That's not there, so I don't think it's that one. So far, I got nothing in the copper coins listings. Let me open up my limited Wexler photos. He's getting close to 53D now, so we should be able to do that pretty soon. Not that one. Doesn't seem to be that one, but could be. Not gonna commit to that one. It's pretty close though. All right, maybe. But the angle's messed up on that picture. All right, this is one I'm gonna have to study. So our first die variety of the roll is a split serif RPM. 89 red. All right, Dirty Water. Juan Vera. What do you mean in the 53D? It depends. It's a more desirable one, so I would say probably in the you know, depending on the condition, when you say nice MS, it can be between 10 and 30 bucks probably. That would be my guess. Gonna have to get my scope all back to normal. Yeah, that when they're raw, that you can't guess like that. You almost have to, and I would not send that coin to be graded. It's not valuable enough, I don't think. We will be looking at the first 10 reverses. I do check the reverses before I mail them back to you. Nice die chips on the T. Coin number 3, Mickey. Yeah, if you watch us a lot, Juan, you will find out that I'm not a big grader, fan of grading unless it's a pretty valuable coin that needs, you know, more than just basic authentication. Die crack from the wheat, and no more die chips on the T Ascent. Any word on the 76 number 3? No. I know that he has one, but he says he only has one. But he did say that he would look around, and he's pretty good at finding them. Over the last couple of years, he's found them a couple times. And he pulls them out of circulation. I'm going to look through my stuff too, because something tells me I've got 2 of those, but me finding where any doubled dies are. Look at those die scratches. They're in a box, unfortunately. But I didn't forget, and like I say, I told him, and he said he would contact you if he found one. And I will look too. I will look further than I have. I do need to get a handle on what I have and where it is, but I don't think I have enough time left. And that's scary because I'm not that old. Oh, anytime, anytime. We are a family, Dirty Water. I do what I can do. I wish I could, like I say, just go, oh, stuff's right here. I know right where it's at. But unfortunately, this problem I have started 20 years ago. When I first started searching for die varieties, I searched a lot of coins. I mean, thousands of rolls of coins. And I would just pull stuff out and say, well, I'm going to identify this later, unless it was something huge. So I backed myself into a corner real early on in the game. And I don't recommend doing that. Yeah, it is causing problems for me now. Now, though, I do tend to try to do everything right away when I do search rolls. I don't tube them up that often. The only time I actually do that is when I'm searching through tubes to try to sort them by, like, if I got, like, I had a bunch of 60D RPMs in tubes. And I went and sorted them basically by tilted, there's die scratches running southeast, there, stuff like that. So I wasn't just grabbing one randomly here and there, that I could go through a roll and hopefully have 4 or 5 that I could attribute at the same time. That's the only time I ever retube them without actually putting a die variety number on them now. Or they're sitting on my desk, which I do have 3 little piles of coins on my desk right now waiting for me to do that. Later die state reverses on most of these coins. Die crack on the wheat. Seen this die pair before. Coin number 9. Taco John. One RPM. Boy, that 57D roll, was it a dandy yesterday. Get this one and the next reveal done, and I'll have some more packages heading out. Most everybody got packages now. I think I got one for you, but I'm waiting to finish photographing a coin, Dirty Water. You got a photo coin. Eric Maith, welcome. Hope you are doing well. Coin 11. Coins and ghouls. For those that didn't catch the note, Chuck has a abscess tooth or a toothache or whatever it is causing him where he can't talk. On the website, it looks like MS. That's an estimate, and that could be true. Your best bet to see what they're selling. Well, let me look. MS. I haven't sold one in 20 years, and they were selling for $12 when I sold them 20 years ago. But that was 20 years ago. So ultimately, they probably could sell for that much if they were a real gem. I would say the MS60 to MS63 is more realistic numbers. Unless it is like really a gem. And I know that you say it's 65 or 66, but I don't put much into that as far as giving prices, because I don't usually even give prices. So it probably is worth a little more. But my best bet would be go to check eBay and see what their completed sales, not for coins that are listed. And then go to PCGS, the Coinfax. I think it's called Coinfax. That, I don't believe, is an RPM. I think that is a ding. It is a ding. And see what graded examples go for, and if there's any trading data underneath for like big auction houses and stuff like that. That gives you more of a realistic price, because prices change. The website does. We have a hard time updating the prices on the website because we can't keep up. There's so many up there that when we edit and do a change to it, we do change the prices and update the prices usually. But when that was done, that was probably the going rates of the coins, because that is sometimes some of the stuff we do, especially for the FS listed coins, is look for sales data. Matter of fact, I'll go to PCGS right now and see. See, there's the price guide. Copper coins, Lincoln cent, 53. It's probably going to be this page, so it's probably going to be the next page. Is all right. 63 PCGS. Let me see here if there's any actual coin sales. In 2023, they were selling an MS65 graded. Now, that is graded from between $120 and $145. If you were to get a 66, Heritage sold one for $400. So, it could be, but I still, at $120, for you to send the coin, get it graded, get the dive right, and have it sent back, you're going to spend $100 to do that. So it's a slippery slope. Oh, that's true too. Even if you get a basic silver membership, which doesn't come with any grades, it's $69. Plus, when you get the basic membership, you do have to pay extra to get die variety attribution. Well, I'll tell you what, there is a good, and it's not on graded coins. It is on graded baseball cards. But these companies that grade coins also grade baseball cards. And this card dealer sent in one vintage card and one Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card to try to get graded from all the four Now that is that looks like a die variety there. All major services in the subjectivity that was involved between the grades was really kind of amazing. Going through here real quick, not that. See, the reason I think I saw this looking for our first RPM. Yeah, cards grade in between 1 and 10. And this card that he graded, that looks like it right there. So let's check that out. Nothing there. Yeah, it was really all right, there's die scratches, no die crack. Different die scratches. Well, maybe. This could be an earlier die state of 1MM54. Definitely a possibility. All right, we will hold this one aside so I can do a little more research on it. Oh, there's a lot of hard to see RPMs. With the advent of the scope, the listing, and it's not just us, everybody's listing a lot more die varieties that are really hard to see with a magnifying glass or a loupe. And that's why I look to see, and I can see pretty good. I look through a 10x loupe, and if I can't see it, I look through a 14x loupe. And if I can't see it with the 14x loupe, it doesn't even get considered to be listed. Ron AZ, welcome. And I know that is, ultimately we want to list everything, but we do have to set a standard because there's some people that don't use scopes. There still are a lot of people that don't use scopes. My preferred method of hunting is still with a loupe because it's much more relaxing. And I do this to relax. I don't do it to whip through as many coins as I can, even though I do search a lot of coins. I have standards, that's right. Coin 19, DC. Little die clash behind the neck. Coin 20 for Stan. Oh, not just 2001. A lot of the Class 9 DDRs, they're easy to see though. But we even have guidelines for those. They have to be a certain length because there are a lot that look just like little chips. And another guideline that is loosely used is if I find it listed somewhere else, like on Variety Vista or Wexler's listings, I tend to list it like this one. This, I think, is an RPM, and that is incredibly small. It is an RPM. And I'm not even going to try and look this one up right now. Well, yes, I will. It's only 50 listings. You can see it right there. Not seeing anything so far, which isn't surprising. Our database of 53s is growing, but it needs to grow a little faster. Oh, not that one, but that's pretty close. But as I always say in this game, there close don't mean anything. All right, not there. Let me look real quick since I got the page up. I do not see it. This is one that's going to probably get some scrutiny, though. Oh, and that's fine, Petraeus, but people are seeing stuff that Bill Fiva put it best. He used to say, a lot of people find fly poop in the pepper. But I still like finding the stuff. It doesn't take away from that to me. I keep all the minor stuff I see. And I do search coins under the scope. I don't search everything, but my preferred method and most relaxing method is, and I understand the division thing, or the vision thing. I get to go Thursday and go to the ophthalmologist, so I won't be broadcasting it all for sure Thursday. And at the time that it looks to be right now, I will probably have to do that 59D roll for 5 o'clock tomorrow at about this time in the morning. Because I have got to leave here by about 12:15. And I'm not sure I can get it done in time. And I don't like to rush. I like to try to be as complete as possible. And I want to be fair to you. You guys pay for a service. And I want to be able to give you that service. Robert Bruce, good morning. You really can't, Eric. You really can't. Huh. I just heard my phone go off and I don't know where it's at. Another reminder, Chuck will not be broadcasting till the... Oh! Ooh, that's the nicest one so far. See, now that one sticks out. Well, he searches a lot of coins. I can tell you, the more coins you search, the more stuff you find. That is an absolute. That is a possibility. look at the reverse. That marker has a better chance of survival. Ooh. That is not that die scratch, so no. That would definitely be listed on the marker list. That's not it. That is close, but no marker match. I do think this is one of the two that I said it's close. I'm just going to have to do more work. So we will hold this one aside, but this is a dandy right here. That one is clear. That's right. Frostbite. Next coin, Otis. So far, it looks like we've got 4 different RPMs. Well, 2 for sure. The other 2, I'm going to have to do some definite investigations on. Is that a clash on the 1? Well, let me look. I'm going to say that. It is a scratch. It is not a clash. Right next to the 1. Like a rolling machine gouge or something. Coin 28. Frostbite. This, I think, is the same. It is die pair number 1. So this is our second one of these. This one is not hard to see. Ooh, that definitely got a rolling machine zing on it. Therapy, just wanted to pop in and say hello. Well, good luck at Therapy. So coin 1 and 28 are the same die pair, so that's a good thing. Do have a reveal show tonight. There is going to be a lot, 10 rolls to be sold. I will be doing the show. Chuck is not broadcasting till he gets his tooth fixed, or at least starts feeling to the point where he can actually speak. So he said at the earliest Friday, but it could, you know, those things take time, so it probably depends on what they do Thursday, because I think he couldn't get into the dentist before Thursday. There's a nice RPM, and that's a different RPM again, and that is easily seen. So let's take a quick gander at that. Pardon me. Real close to the base of the 9. Not that. Haven't found one close enough to the 9 yet. Let me let this little dog in. She has been freaking out all morning. I think she knows everybody's stressed out. Come on. Her older sister gets to go to the vet to see if she is a candidate for an adrenalectomy. She has Cushing's disease. And the only cure or the only treatment for it is surgery. Otherwise, she has to live with it, and it will shorten her life to probably 6 more months, which is very sad. She is like the dog I connected with in my life. All right, not that. No, I don't see it listed on the 53s. I am sure that this one is listed. I don't have a good collection of the Wexler listings for 53. Well, that's good. That's good. The Braveheart thing had to make you feel better. Oh, and there's another one of those. All right. That is the same as coin 26, I believe. It's got those funky scratches right up here. Yep. All right. So the same as 26. So we got 2 of the good ones. Yeah, I know, Frostbite. I'm not looking forward to it. And out of all the dogs, I'm a big dog lover. Out of all the dogs in my life, I would have never expected that this would be my special dog. But you never know what or who you fall in love with, I guess. Me and the dog have been through thick and thin. She's had 2 back surgeries. And now this. Coin 34. And she's come through with flying colors. So hopefully she can with this also. There is another coin, the same as 1 and 28. This is definitely a listable RPM. It probably isn't where you're at, Eric. Coin 35. Kurt. Kurt gets one of those. All right. That is 3 in the roll. So the roll is heating up a little bit. Coin 36 for Mickey. And Mickey gets the same as the die pair we had for the first coin in the roll. It's got that split lower serif and a minor split upper serif. Turning your coin will aid you in seeing things that you might not see. That's right, Eric. And technically, that's not legal either, because there is still a federal prohibition on that. They just don't seem to care right now. But all they got to do is blink an eye and they could change their mind. This is another one of the last RPM, the first die pair of the roll. Especially, there is a lot of, like, right, you can, but if the government wants to push it, they can tell you that it's illegal federally, that it is a Schedule C or something like that, and they just put a moratorium on prosecutions. Ooh, struck through grease. But like I said, it is government, so it can change overnight. Any of you who have listened to me know how I feel about government. Not overly impressed with either side. My big thing is, if they cared as much about their constituency as they do about the lobbyists, I probably would have a better opinion of it all. But everybody wants to get a new house out of the deal. Yeah, Florida's the same way, Frosty. If you get a prescription from a doctor, you can get it. They make hemp makes a lot of stuff, and I think they should use more. It's just like not just hemp, but like bamboo. Instead of deforesting and making paper out of trees, they should be making paper out of bamboo. Everything, toilet paper, anything like that, cardboard boxes, they can all be made out of hemp or bamboo. And that stuff is totally renewable. They can grow hemp every year, a crop of hemp or two. Bamboo is the same way. They cut it down. They don't even have to replant it. It just grows back. Coin 42. That's right, Dan. That's right. And in other parts of the world, like in Asia, they build their houses out of it. There's a lot of flooring products that are available here that are made out of bamboo, and they're actually superior to the other ones. They handle moisture, they handle everything. A reminder again about the reveal show. Chuck is doing a 41P, 44D, 53P, 58D, 61D. I'm doing a 69D, 55D, 55P, 48D, and a 58D. Those are a lot of wheats tonight. So if you want to participate, make sure you're at that show. If for some reason you can't come, make sure you send me an email before 5 o'clock tonight. You can send it after, but last week we got emails in the middle of the show for people that said they couldn't make it, and some of them didn't get all the spots they wanted. Yeah, both of them are very fast growing plants. And like I say, there's a lot of benefits to both. I mean, you can still cut oak trees and maple trees and stuff to do fine wood and make veneers and stuff like that, but you don't have to cut all the Douglas firs down to make particle board, because you can make particle board out of bamboo. Engineered beams, engineered lumber, they do all that out of bamboo. I don't remember it personally, Eric, but yes, I remember not just, yeah, there was all sorts of stuff. We are going to be short a coin in this roll. So a few RPMs in the roll. 3 real nice RPMs of one different die pair. Oh, 2 coins short in the roll. Wait, what are these coins? No, that's not it. That tube was full to the top. Where is that tube? Make sure there's not one coin stuck in it. No. Oh, is that a coin? Nope, no coins stuck in it. So I need to issue a refund or a credit to Dan and Doug. Let me write a note down. Dan and Doug. And I am going to have to schedule that 59D roll for tomorrow. I just don't think I'm going to get home by 5, and I don't think I can do it in the time before I have to leave. I got to drive north of Bradenton to take the dog to the specialist. And that this time of day, well, and it's not this time of day that I'm so much worried about. It's on the way home. It's going to take 2 hours to get home, if not more. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. Hit that like button on the way out. It means a lot to me. And I hope to see everybody at the reveal sale tonight. We'll talk to you later.